You are watching Revelations live, and my name is Mami Grace. This is our second episode. It's Saturday, when you see me in black, then it's Black Saturday. When it's Black Saturday, then you are going to experience a whole lot of power and a whole lot of practicals. Makato say life ni de sebe yemfa nkwala endi agro ha. Hu so bi at life seat no so a na che say oyobi oye endowed o preachy and also practice it practically, like those who can smell, who can touch, and who can hear. Omo na yedi omoba live interview no na yada prabu as so the ashase no din abewie. Say we have one of the greatest one of the giants on the set, Osofo Bentil Memo Akwaba.
Yeah.
And he was here with us last week, and then so waba as promised. Monsieur be a spiritual person or promise ya own this ubiano. Na question mark wo omo promise ya omo this the rare ones no. Enti no Osofo Bentil any popularly known as Mikra. You are watching us live YouTube, any Facebook ina. Ye be phone no have phone lines na ma na wafre we betumi so de will comment no atum na eno so na ye ready e de ama. What we are going to discuss today no Christianity, any traditional worship and traditional religion, whatever you call it, power na a woman, is it the same thing? And also so say be different, and where do we put it, or where do we place it? And no, and I could discuss it. And we have no Crawford, your mucking nanis. I have a tree gumuma or Monte Infantino, ya na warate Infantino. Once again, I welcome you, my beautiful followers. Mona Moma platform way a year bigger. I feel so more movie, money and share money and channel, you know. So we appreciate you people. And more Moma platform, your friend Manamo de knowledge, you know, about so yadamasi. You will pay thousands of dollars to acquire every knowledge. We our platform way. So you need to appreciate us. You need to appreciate the platform because we appreciate you. We are still the biggest, the largest spiritual platform in the world. I welcome you. So, Papa, Memo Akwaba, about Revelations. Since you know, in 1 minute, you know, me pesa wuchia ye followers ne ya shafo no. Anyone can so wonderful.
Ozin kano maka that say I'm our warangasa for your beautiful self.
Thank you.
And the team behind you for making this a possible platform for ye na da ye baba. Na ye bezin komo. I mean, me jizin that they be a yena yusiazi. Nti mara musiazi. Nti they be a bet now I am the musume busi if you will. And I don't know all behind the scene technical team or Messi Afu me info. I don't know you want bomb paying na no. Yes, the one I say. And of course the beautiful people watching. Baby Erishefi be a that's it. That they be a tune into Revelations, and as a Mami Grace can they be no is the biggest platform that spiritual knowledge is cultivated into. Yeah, that's it. And also to my followers, me the brofono fra Osande, I have a community, and it's worldwide. Because of that, in Muslim community, baby one year Ghanaians into one Yankaseno. Into me the Fantina fra, nam the Bofons Africa.
We are fine.
Nah, into Obio us have makable for them fancham.
Okay, yeah, we yeah, now almost will come for do. So we welcome you. My Mrs. Tutu is on the platform. My Mrs. Tutu Revelations. My Mrs. Tutu is here. See the prettiest preacher. Yes. As you TV, you see Mami Grace. I'm first year. Are you sure? And any one more the gift about had the uncrophobia there. So munye be at all costs. Mrs. Tutu number 1. And Peters, Eracy Peters, and Doris the Fashion. These are our strong people. Almost who did the comment section. No? Omuma platform so no mu defend it. So when there are give these people are supposed to get and crofobia mutite almost omu yi omu ni mumpie almost say gift ba omu ye bia na ye great day crofo awsa crofo ye nyina sa enti papa sisi no topic a na ye ko discuss no Christianity, any traditional worship ni na a religion na what is the difference?
Majority there, majority of the time, the work at the states or religion, we are programmed to think that either they're butcher Islam, Christian, and traditional. Inti traditional no wabeye bibia yehun as a religion, but technically no, or yeah, a way of life. It's just we are, and nzama yebo to the papa namre no ayedro tuyado. Tradition means it's happened before, it's acquired knowledge, and it's being processed. Inti technically no traditional no on yede or your religion, but on system my woman inti or they stay to order. There's a religion, there's a religion, there's a religion. Because on your be no sorry and a public culture there, chuchu wisi. And on your be no sorry and a public culture there, zidamez bani and asoruko ejuma. This is a way of life. Basically, comes down to your culture. As there a group of people where you over a period of time becomes a tradition. It's a debia mabada better this side of the culture. Into me tradition, me ritual, debia aha na maba better. So it's basically a way of life. Obiane zosun, osun kwesineze, osun kojoneze, osun kwekuneze, osun kwameneze. Into kwamene tradition, kwekune tradition, that cannot be a religious body, because a religion, your Biblia, is organized and structured, that it has a particular template or a follow. And so once you follow this particular template, it becomes religious. But once it's just you and what you do on the daily basis, all that you do is basically your way of life. Say, no, not is picking up the tradition of the father. Into more papa no so it becomes traditional. But the danger in that is that you stop living. Because anytime you call into tradition, you're trying to pick what somebody else did. Or they also care that also by I see that also by baby. Into the minute you get stuck to somebody else's ways and else's conduct and ways of doing activities, then it becomes you literally stop living. Right there. Abebia kosha asasima. The mabano is not technically depending on mesma. The mother plant was to also become. Abano just becomes who they are. Into problem kako in. And religious, of course, is organized. Yimpa ne washisha to what they okay. Them assuming the mine yaboto, which is also traditional, but technically wash and jackets. Into wash and jackets, okay, this is a religious activity or religious group or religious practice that has nothing to do with tradition. But basically, honestly, a tradition because you're repeating what the forefathers came to do. Basically, them not it.
Let's bring it to Africa. So what they to Africa ye GDA any said the awoka say you be ja bibi to ho na ebi mu aba no mo betena so. Say Africans ka say ye traditional worship na wa ha ni da wa we be to say dua ya ekita we any ade na somebody will frown at it that is demonic, it's not biblical and all that. Ain't no we share ye Africans, ye way of worship, any religion now. Are we lost? Are we on track?
So me use a point to make this point, a funny point. Like, oftentimes people tell me like, okay, dodo, you know, okay, I understand. But at the same time, you know, the same people are working there, dodo, no. One mentality now is English, in the sense that the minute you ever can't the way of African traditional worship, no, we've lost our way, because there was nothing like African traditional worship. If you want to say something like an African traditional worship, you ain't try there. You ever come on fancy custom and I can custom you ever can there. I mean, I don't have the words for it. Until Obi Obotum, waka African traditional worship.
So when you said there be any time I will bet that word in the pen, almost attributing it to Abosumsum.
Exactly, but I'm temporary. Into African traditional worship, Abosumsuma. Abosumsum no onya abazi at myself there's nobody owo esumnuma obakere me ya abosumsum. It is always the stranger that has no knowledge of what you are doing that tries to ascribe a name to it. Why the aina yetina hede? I don't think you are sitting here thinking I'm black. Why are you not thinking so? Because it doesn't even come to your mind. That is just who you are, and your environment is made up of that setting that it's a non-factor. But if somebody else, or if you find yourself in the midst of a group of people who are all white, know what's in a while, all of a sudden you begin to down on you that, wait a minute, I'm black. But all your life, you never realize that you are black because you're in a setting that has nothing to do with being black or blue or green or whatever. You just being you. Into obia wasora anapa no numusu or the kakre gu ono hu de oye sumbia. It's just the way of life, the way of his existentiality. And ono existential, the foreigner that has come to meet what you're doing doesn't understand what you're doing, doesn't even know why you're doing what you're doing. So then the person begins to call it names that would help the person explain what they saw you do. Into one man's in the fetish, one man's in the traditional, one man's in the abosom idols and all of that. It's kind of funny where what could be to the idol worship. Idol worship is literally anything you idolize apart from the one who created everything, right? Into say yeah, idol worship and anybody who you project beyond yourself is an idol. No matter who or what the person is. Into me time me project Ghana's president as somebody I cherish, and I'm literally idol worshiping the person because I'm adoring the person. Worship is basically adoration or service. Into say Morocco. Mejumum, na mo boss wejumum, na me ye mo boss nejuma na me serve mo boss nejuma. I'm literally worshiping the boss. That's literally said the technology in able uses that. But obiori ejuma no who there I'm worshiping or serving my boss. Only that I'm just doing what I am being paid to do. That's basically it. Into obia owazim numunu. It is basically who they are and what they do. They are not trying to find terminologies for it. But it's always the outsider. And most people in the traditional setup are also constantly looking for a way to call themselves so that they will be approved by others that see them do it so that they will be comfortable with what they do. The truth of the matter is care less about what anybody is calling you, whether they're calling you an idol worship, a demon worship, whatever it is. My area, no. So tum zeziban bot to table do otum hwewe busia otum menkobo bisan wo biawo otum eyera enya ayersa. Then who cares about what somebody thinks about it? It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, no, I'm here meeting today. So meeting your meal sis here. Mum gonna call pharmacy and cause you share a drew the merefa. Because me my the mayor, I meeting your oboko, right? But I will on the other hand, what's your pet? They gonna call pharmacy. Okay, yeah, call pharmacy no. You see what I do because mutumatu have been be married. Now habanu am meeting ako. You see what I do to be idle, to be demonic, to be anything. But our to pharmacy, no, you don't even know the origination of the word pharmacy, which is basically pharmaciac, which is basically witchcraft, portions. Pharmacy is basically portion. That's how pharmacy started. The ability to put portions together and recommend remedy for whoever is needing it. In the case, the origination of the word pharmacy is pharmaciac, which is basically witchcraft. But our you don't condemn it because word na use entase. And because you don't understand it, you've concluded and said, okay, this is good. So ignorance is what is actually making us bring disparity between day na day. Because just because enyim, let's say enyim, I'm for the yem and hint enyim there. Echo pharmacy basically is which no one echo akajid. How many people will go? But you won't go there just because it's called witchcraft. But we'll change in pay and pharmacy pay. Oh, it's in the head. Okay, pharmacy monko. Which has become a science, which has become a school. People spend up to 7 years to study pharmaciac, again, witchcraft. And so most of the terminologies that we use is simply because we don't understand it. People go to medical schools and they clap for them for becoming doctors. Into one them also, maybe a doctor, they are proud of their words being what they do. But what is the major symbol of the World Health Organization? It's the snake on a stick. What's one symbol in most ambulances? HNH, this symbol is there. It's a snake. But so their name was snake. I say, I saw the devil, I'm praying. But at the end of the day, you are proud of your child going to the doctor, becoming a doctor, which is literally the origination of the snake on the, it's basically healing. Abortion is healing. Abortion is what gives healing, knows the herbs, understand the herbs, and teach people. So, Idiano, Ni helps nankasa. Now what knowledge. That's what the combination of those symbols are there. I wonder what the azina ben, what azina warrior na say. But because our entire you see it and call it, oh, this is the best way because somebody has brainwashed it, like what I'm using now. This is a power stick, right? Obi was okay, this fetish, this. But when we be brain what's on, they enjoyed Harry Potter movies. Oh, this movie is very profound. This is nice. The minute he whines the one, then things begins to happen. Only the way no aje. say a movie na say Superman or Spider-Man or tutu in the room. No when waje. I say abrofo why ya zo abrofo de entumo no. Meanwhile no bit na fe na okre mutum to ko be yi no won fan ye. But it's basically the same thing. Branding the wasesan wa me eyi look polished and eyi look traditional and eyi look accepted and eyi look accepted. The danger is that what the masses are going for doesn't necessarily make it right. I mean, even if you want to go to the Bible, what does it say? It says that broad is the way that everybody goes. Into ekwana obia na meduna obia aja tumno. What makes you think that that is the right way to go? So basically, because we are not familiarized with the words, now they be make them word the bosom. Bosom, the means of be make a bosom. They say, hey, I have a word now came bosom. But basically, it's telling you your bosom friend. Bronyin bottle bosom no be saying and there. Why do you call bosom? They say, oh, yaza. Awesome, amebo. Oh, awesome, but then it means somebody that you cherish more. Okay, so that is your bosom friend. No, the call English dictionary. My sister, your closest friend, a friend who bosom friend. Right? You call the person who bosom friend.
Bosom nano moka.
Bosom nano, okay, the same spelling. Check it.
Hey, bosom friend.
Check it, the same spelling. But the minute what packaging, why the doomsaw or sister or dictionary me? Eka doomsaw, we look at it as a very negative because light also. But few years to come, somebody will quote the word doomsaw and use it as a beautiful English.
It's already going on.
A situation where the light is not consistent. It fluctuates. But then, basically, another word. Come share. I can come Bible what's in there. Solomon, someone no, you know, for ya and a saw best in ho. Saw best in ho. Now, I confront the Bible, I come to synodo. But because of what Bible means, it's accepted. But basically, oh yeah, I come a young who yen fichi, I come a yen and none yen. The same I come not too soon no. There's nowhere that ebo chum, ebo hunam kofuro yazibi, na all of a sudden 2 minutes obesiwodo apart from our traditional setup.
Hey, amazing.
Into prophets and all case was in a prophet shen come, akom, may come, ashen come is the same word. May chire come is the same word. So the same word, you're turning now, yes, hey, is the right way. But when it comes to our own, we say it's the wrong way.
When it comes to our own, we say it's the wrong way. I didn't know yakasa.
Because we've been, it's easy. I mean, people have spoken about most of these things. There's a letter called the King Leopold's letter. It's popular. It's all over the place. Nobody is telling you to believe or not to believe. This is a fact. This is historic. As no see. Before the whites came to colonize Congo, they realized that, wait a minute, these people have money. These people have gold. These people have power. These people have resources. We don't. But we call ourselves the upgrades of society, and we look at them like the downgrades of society. But these people are not stealing. These people are loyal. These people are committed. These people love each other. These people communal labor. What can we do to ensure that what they have, we go for it? Now, Brofun devises strategy that, okay, this is what people don't understand about slave trade. They think it just happened overnight. Slave trade took over 400 years before the whites could confidently move to our shores. The entire 400 years, because they came in to invade 1 year. Because abosum ne 2 million no, they couldn't invade. So they went back and said that what can we do to capture the things on these people's soils? That's okay. The best thing we can do is actually program their minds. This is where the problem started. This is where programming started. So they started in King Leopold's letter say that the people you are going to, don't you dare think that you are going to preach to them about a God. They already know God. Don't go there to tell them about righteousness. They are already righteousness. Don't go and tell them about sin. They don't live sin. They are not thieves. But go and promise them a life that they don't have. And the minute you promise them this life, they will leave all the resources they have because they don't even use it for anything, and they will come and follow the promise that we don't want. Now, the promise of a better place than what they have, so that their focus would be on this so-called better place than what they had. Now, whilst your focus is there, no one in the moon crash it. One in the moon crash where every time a rich organization moves to Ghana, they never stay in the city. They go into the villages. What are they doing in the villages? Because once them a pebi we cross wa, away generature as on as papa.
Yeah, John, you bet na.
Now bet na. I want to the minute they land, they are busy going to the villages. This was the tactics of Leopold. This was the tactics of most of the colonial masters. Their assignment was to come and steal what we are blessed with, what we already had. Assassin yet to know. A two me been was in and name. No one yamba assassino. We didn't just discover it like that. Every resource on the face of the earth, every resource on the land is brought in by an energy. Into what can the gold cross soon sumizechi, oil soon sumizechi, into the Damazamana Erokwa, one kokwa. You have to perform certain rituals to appease whichever energy is behind it, so that the energy can give it to you. Now, when these people came to our shores, we didn't need gold. We were not hungry. We were not poor. We were loving people. Then they realized that, wait a minute, they don't need any gold. So they came to tell us, you know what? This is the God that is better than your God. So they turned our people to go against the gods that were protecting them from invading our shores, because they couldn't. There are so many countless testimonies that when the white tried to invade, it been more done in Nam, it been more done in India, because they couldn't invade, because the gods were active. Now, the minute you turn your back on an energy, the God of your family that protects you, most of them on your share. But a ban bona odo bono, a ban boni before. Anybody that wants to invade you would easily come in. So this is what happened to our fathers. Whilst we were busy looking at their salvation, they were busy stealing the resources on our land. People talk about America being the greatest land on the face of the earth. First and foremost, America was not discovered by Columbus. That is never true. Second, our black ancestors, fathers, had already traveled the world and known what is here and what is there, and realized that we had the best of everything. The original world map, when you go to the original world map, Africa is in the middle of the entire world. And Bibia oye infinfibiani, it means that is what everything is originating from. That is why even at Tema, the equator is going through Tema. That is why yen time no Ghana yen time no pono oye zero. Every other country is above or below us, which means that we are the focal point. We are the center. And once the center, everything starts from the middle and breaks out to everywhere. Why is it that a country so small as Ghana has everything, but yet other big nations don't have anything? Because a 2 million okra zaman what the betina. No there. You know what? What you have is fetish. Is this, like I said, they didn't understand it. So yeah, the Bible by Betro in Zamapebi. Before the Bible came, our fathers knew medicine. Our fathers knew agriculture. Our fathers, the whites had no clue what agriculture was. If they had, they would never move to west to come and fetch our fathers to go and help them save their lands, to grow crops for them. It's what no, the exchange was exchange. I ain't Zamapano. No other one book in the brain. No best saw Yenza Mapani now. No what exchange them. I ain't yano or ya bosom, right? On Yenza Mapa. They didn't just take our gold. They didn't check, because what by what promise here in streets of gold, right? In heaven. Streets of gold in heaven. Okay. Yana nanam no one them streets of gold to do anyways. They were walking the streets of gold. There are so many buildings, there are so many structures that even till present day, Galamsey boys, Wakoto Dano, no way bubin, no way young gold if you done way sit down for from because I net today. Our houses were made of gold. Our streets were made. Ekwa dinam pano, igwem pano, buzi and pano, no gold the pano one namdo. And they came to promises because what we had, they wanted it, they needed it so bad. Now, after what the end resources then they stole our energies. Now, when you go to their museums, energies that is what they protect in their museums. They protect it, they keep it, they defend it. Walk there. Wo na bosom for whatever it is, so it's a case, right? One of my great ancestors was beheaded. He was the one that fought against the Dutch and they cut his head. Why did they go and preserve the head in Netherlands? Why did all the carvings and the images and so-called idols now OCC1 museums, you know, what are they do? Everything that is kept in the museum means it's cherished, it's precious, it's something that is valuable. That is why they are protecting and keeping the museums. But we throw it away and they are keeping it. Why?
Why? Oh, why? Why? This question I have to ask you, why?
Because they understand the value of what we have. Like, remember today I said black and I'm so excited. And they call it black Saturday. I'm so excited because we have been programmed to think everything black is evil. Everything black is dangerous. Everything black is wrong. We are programmed to think. We are trying to dye our hair to be different colors apart from black. We are trying to paint our face. We're trying to change our clothes. We don't want to associate anything to do with anything black because it's demonized to think that black is evil. And they lie to everybody to believe that light is stronger than darkness. It doesn't matter where you are in this world, right? The hottest day, under the hottest sun, there's still darkness. Because area casts a shadow. Is that the reason why it casts a shadow is because it's blocking the light. It means darkness never goes anywhere. Darkness never hides. Darkness is still there. It only gives foundation for what light to be seen. Bibiara oyazu pepe biano ofisum no oba. If ayaza when fisum mamba onjina it won't survive.
You are watching Revelations Live. We are still the biggest, we are the largest, we are the mother of all spiritual platforms, and we are unstoppable. We are not afraid of anything. We believe that all the natures you can see around you are behind this very platform. We disperse nothing but knowledge, education. I always tell you, say, yeah, advertisement, yeah, educational platform. I tell you, it has not been easy. But we are not going to stop. We will get there. We will make sure say you gain your consciousness. We will make sure say we liberate ourselves from whatever attitude you call the day. And you know darkness, any black I am I'm teaching black the melanin. And I'm teaching the main reason why a slave trade, you know, and I'm teaching gold, the entire gold no more na me catch the entire Ghana because wabre because yemfa gold and koji paper ne yembetena ha and I make catch so what ton asase na de kotoka de ufa ka ne soa ansa na obenya asomdwe wuntumi nton asase na afa kotoka. I'm teaching all this. Follow and subscribe Jerome TV page no na follow sa page na follow all our page no because nyamani bi be so anajo yen fan be wia and ye taike binu suchi because yen fa say the information bi ebegu abonten. You are watching the biggest spiritual platform. We are with one of our own, one of the giants. He's endowed. Makacho say life ni di obi a obehu ni bia obi a otumi etachi onye obi a sebe or imagine keke but obi a otachi na osmele na otumite. So we are here with Osofo Bentil and odi efemu said the entia enkrofo bi ebeye de ombeye de mo bi edi but if you know you know. Enti sesiano the ayakom bi ayakom. This is the stage. And as a spiritual person, I'm so convinced in my spirit said there is going to be a turnover. I feel it's due. I feel say nyankopon obade na kase sane from ababehwe. But obia waye effort to say obie nimdie no emankrofobia so no is attacked. And then start is been there like that. So once wunim and you are in it, the America be anywhere for from man and you be anywhere for from man. What are the strategies? And then also, where do you think we can start from?
But by the way, change them up very, very powerful, beautiful things you're teaching, black, gold, all these things. The currency, I call something the gold currency. The gold currency is silver and gold. That's it. That's the only thing that will not pass. And see, it's beautiful you're touching on this subject. But I don't really like notes. But I just decided to prepare a note because I felt like, and let me share a testimony with people. A couple of years ago, I had nothing. I lost everything. I became zero. Zero to extent, say, even what to buy milk to buy for my son was a problem. And I was like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. Because I didn't come from a poor background. I don't say it arrogantly, but it's just a statement of fact. I came from a very good background, and I dedicated my entire life to the church. And when I say this, people feel that I'm angry towards the church. I'm not angry. Like, why would I ever be angry? This is my choice. This is a decision I made. I'm responsible for that decision. I hold that responsibility. And I'm telling you, the church days were my best days on earth. The reason being that because they became the foundations to which I'm building my life now. So what fapem na ato no onye fapem papa o dan na besis no. The reason why the church days are the best days of my life is because it gave me this foundation to become who I am today. This foundation is so strong, is so solid, it can never be shaken or be broken by anything. And I don't care whether we are bosom, wine, God, wine, I don't care. Whatever you think you have, fashion with the man, it doesn't matter. The reason why I'm saying this is because when me now saw them, then I began to understand how, excuse my language, foolish we have been as a people. Because all this while, the understanding is that what the tinaho obi savior be testimony be miracle be baba to wa brabo na wa brabo baba sesa. So basically, whilst whatever you do, you are doing, your entire focus is not on you that the Creator invested in to bring into this dimension. Your focus have become somebody side of you that is going to do some magical stuff to try and save you. For your information, that would never happen. See, nobody is coming from anywhere to save you if you don't save yourself. And I say this, there's no libation, there's no sacrifice, there's no bloodshedding, there's no dying anywhere that can make you become who you are. You are already you. You were created a finished product. One obeyaza on we no de be sa one of them area. Today I'm manufacturing a phone. I don't finish modeling the phone. In the process, without a house, without a body, without a screen, and I put a phone out there and say that, you know what, I'm done with the phone, start buying it. Nobody does that. Into Obadia na, Obo ni wiazeno, Obadia rubo wiazeno, he made sure that everything that came into being was a finished product. Remember then the next mercy in the world. I'm waiting for that prayer. I'm waiting for that prayer. Though people to my book, I will marry you. Jesus and I'm waiting for that prayer. It cannot happen. It would not happen, and I don't care. The only time it can happen is when I decide I am letting it happen. Into the Bible, no mupono there. If you open up your heart, if that essence had that power, because and come away. On your was that? Say, Nkonu run decided or you won't quit for Wisema. What are you going to do? Nothing.
Nkonu run away.
Nkonu Oba, you know, more born Nkonu, the creator of everything. It doesn't matter what you call it, it doesn't matter who you call it, it doesn't matter the understanding you have behind it. Once there is a being, there's a presence, there's somebody behind this presence that created it. So whoever it is that created this essence, right? This person did not create this essence without its hold on it. The Oba Nazino, I don't know what to me there, Obejazino and now onje. It's basically that, right? And see, anything else that has not the power to decide when you exist and when you die, when you wake up and when you sleep, that person, you don't owe the person anything. You don't owe the entity anything. You don't owe the God anything. Because that God has not a final authority over your life. Two people or two essence in this existence, this entire cosmos, and the multi-universe, beyond the multi-universe, two people only have the power over you. The one who created you and you. That's it.
That's it. So the topic is the Christianity
worship
and traditional. Where do we go? Where? And here to me,
I mean, them describe it to me. Basically, the ability to do.
So where?
The ewo ahwazin they bo to my year as in. Now, it doesn't belong to the tradition, neither it belongs to the church, neither it belongs anywhere. It's in you. To me or to umu. Until baby. The applications of to me not to umu no. That is when you would decide, say, maybe sorry my bonfire. If that is what it works for you, do it well, because apparently that is how you have programmed yourself to function. Also, every day, a gunsan no be ya gunsano, because on you program yourself that would work. But just as Bibi Oduman Kubana Bono has its own awareness and its own manifestation, that is how in Zemebi or Wasa no do no suno, or to me be on suonumu. You have power in you, I have power in me, right? Whether you like it or not, the palm tree produces the palm wine. No human being can produce the palm wine. Palm wine no abensuno ana nsefufu no when fi abedie no mamba entum nkwaye. The same thing na abedie no so azibi wom se enya na amfambo chichiri baby amfambo amfanye the mazi na pede ye no onye ye.
So na abedua no wo ho.
So na abedua no ho. So the creator, just as he put power in you, has put power in everything else that exists. This power does not know religion. This power does not know race. This power does not know color. This power does not know sex. So dama habeni nefa na di ye waze be ya. Dama habeni say ye beyin, say ye besia, say ye afroba, say ye peyin. E dama habanu e de to nanda oboko. Why that champion? Epra na that champion to nanda. Whether you believe it, you don't believe it. Moja no best stop it. And every banchipo na do to nanda. Whether you believe it, you don't believe it. Obeje. Your banchina haben bia. Edi show kodokum. Na empede boa. Ebotuma no send 10 million. Embo. Whether you believe it, you don't believe it. Because every essence that the creator has created contains its own abilities and its own powers. These are the things that our fathers came into contact with and came into understanding of these things. They am papa no hu de the midday or your day. The midday or your day. The mazi or your day. The mazi or your day. Question is, how did our fathers come to know of these things? Our fathers came to know of these things because whatever essence that was in the thing was able to talk to our fathers for our fathers to hear. Inti idiowe onyin pakasa. Imbo we onyin pakasa. Asasi we onyin pakasa. Esru we onyin pakasa. Whatever it is that has life, when we describe, science will tell you what is a living thing and non-living thing, right? Everything that has breath is a living thing, basically. So, azina osuwana, you don't regard it, you don't value it, you don't appreciate it, has certain tendencies in them that can help your life become what it is. It's not faith-based. It's just the ability. If I can play soccer, it doesn't matter whether you believe I can play or I cannot play. I can simply play. Inti damano, so our church apodem, our etna debiase, our ruguzusu. It doesn't matter what you believe. Say ami ametina hade, make it me pede in 2 years time no. Me na make a story me mabado. Me pede in 2 years time no. Mo to them for pemia. Right? I mean a marco. In 2 years time no. Abazin obo buom me made to ma to them for pemi. And I said, you need the power within you. You need the tools to apply the power. And you need the fuel to be able to fuel the power. Why the car, yo? Car ne wono, se petrol nyima, tuko offended, abele mpenye. Uncle baby. So you as a human being, you need energy. You need essence to be able to fuel you to go to where you want to go. Empower you to do the things you want to do. Intina, on why then she said, inti yimpa de seyi, so who fuel listen to ezibani nezi, not more energy for you to be able to do certain things. Say, when one no edishazino, so on waze papa, kopense fu bina no, In sefu no be clear when you want to have a vision, to have clarity in your eyes. In sefu keke. But we don't know. Oduma ko wa abone nzama dem no. Ne nzama nankasa no onam de wati asininti. Ebinim dan won hwezi. They revealed themselves to our fathers because our fathers were kind to them. Why the akọ efumu? Now akọ today akokoro bi to. You don't know where he came from. You don't know how he got there. Now akokoro na bi so there. Oh, meba ubetimi acham nsuo kakra manom. Na so papa mami mo nsuo. Awe didi mami mo eduane nka ho. De na ope wo kọ hi. Membu ahofo. Papa na orokọ no se we ye ni papa pawati. Ji ade we. Ede bia wo ho be kire wo na ede dia obeye se no. Fa ade we fa yese. Wo di bomu a ebeye se amount. It is not a religion. It is just the person who had the ability. The same thing all Bible now what the dada you know, because Bible is basically our story. That's what they use. I can come Bible no say there. Abraham, the wife Sarah was not giving birth. So empaibo no more obi oteso go yami bi oteso. Oyi nsemana. Sarah wan born pay all those years to give birth. Abraham wan born pay all those years to let the wife conceive. Why didn't the wife conceive? Because physical blessings does not come from somebody sitting somewhere in. Physical blessings only come from physical things. I can come Bible saying now akukrebi what's abofo? Aboso okay. Abofo. E basa. What be besre no? Na abofo no o say omura tena ho. Momo eziban. Munko abo mo. Men into awesome service, which we now call worship, which is not standing in the church and raising your hand or going. That's not worship. That's just entertainment. You entertaining yourself. But all quite there, Abraham quite there or summono. Or summon na yimpakunu ni yemutono no. I say, where is your wife? I say, a year today, you will conceive. In Paba baby, on Abraham nani Yankupon kase free so. What's Yankupon kase free so? Or China on ye no ye shana. I better them Yankupon na one kase free so more my banamodum. Because every essence the Creator has created has its own responsibility. So demi die o meye for your funa. Ekatu demi die na se na de bama enyesika onye ye. Forget about it, it won't work. Because demi die mo wa ye na de honestly on my your fun. So demi die otu ho otu wokra no ha. Ejuma be yan men katu the media na nkede me the besham kodokum what obi simi yad men yeska it won't work.
Enti say what the mudue ya mikite e den na me de be na manfa anya na anya ejuma.
Enti the media na nkasan on its own it's an energy. It's an energy on its own. Maka dua bana obi abohu e be off camera maka cho. It's an energy on its own. The media yo suwe na nkasa siwo na efa na de bobia on yaze papa I'm sure police betcho edua na aka so wan ya na hwe no dem tumi na oduma nkomanda ma dem dua no de onfan ye adwuma
mo ha me no me de bambo mu timtitiri na asofo no
asa obi si na otum suma obi yimpa bi tum suma like sense tender to go out and strike somebody me yan de dem dua ato no tender can ever come on your roof. It doesn't matter. And the same thing, say that's why always why she say akwanhia wo kwando the obinya sen eboa.
Edua we. Ya beba so.
So odumankoma no wa bonzema bebre in its own capacity to be able to do this. Into them papa na obesra Abraham no. That papa no man na ye no yefu no. The same thing, the old man, the abodanfo na yembu won no. All these people that come around and come and ask us for money. Oh, the person comes directly to you. Say, oh, mommy, 50 pesos. Why? 50 pesos not a band. The person doesn't know you anyway. Doesn't know whether you have 50 pesos or not. Why did the person come to you? Who fear to me now or wo fear now? Onim the akoso we busuomu no. The who fear to me now there. Obi a plan and be bunny be against you. No fear to na men penyin ntena fie ma fie nsai nti dam no munta na man kasra bibi mfini wo na mfam ba ye adwuma man wo ben no sa hwe wanyim be wo hu bonafo bi na ba ba sem ska mommo the next thing you go you die That is how the Creator has created his world.
That is how Creator has created his world. You are watching Revelations. We are still the biggest spiritual platform. Education na yegu so wa hade onyankopon abo biara eso won fa so se de wugidie ne kakrakate bia no obi betena so no de talent aye TV na wo hwe na obi de ne de aye platform yi na wo hwe bibi wo obi amu obi ye hie ni kresika ne ebie company no hie ni na eye adwuma ema adwuma no koso bibi e wate asefo asase su bia no eho e won fa so medical aka kire wo se Sunday episode no china 3:30 no one share be me because nko for 4 years I started this thing no Sunday nko episode na me record ya me yare me yare ye ma me da ho me pese obi anko hye no fa ni take ma me na me kan so bo mpa ye nso a na wa bo mpa ye ni bi nso so e de ama me. We are still the biggest spiritual platform. We are here with our own brother Osofo Bentil and na all take you through. So Osofo Bentil, quickly no Christianity any traditional worship difference a woman yeden ensonso ye pa a woman no yeden
base no call me yeden. The only difference is methodologies. Methods na what dey one zaman na focal point na osi within what no as wajizi. That's the basics because at a chapel dem no wo focal points are in there Jesus in wajemkwa and Jesus no so no na obakasa ache wo papa na wa mo sunsum konkron o che whatever asase na yin sunsum into Jesus na obro sunsum konkron na odeta asase do na sunsum konkron no o churchill na kwa men kwa nti obaade na ogbo ni wiase no na onyim de awode huyansa na tum kada mo kwa mo kwa nti sunsum konkron no no o direct nti basically no a kan Bible na according to Christians say and yet Christian ya obakada sunsum konkron mi yumu nti na Bible na kan no enter. So that is the methodology, the process. That methodology, no, binim no what's now on there. This is the way. Because a lot of Christians want Jesus there, or they don't know that the Bible was not put together by a God. The Bible was not put together by a God. There's no God that put the Bible together. It's not way. I mean, the evidence are there. The New Testament also. Jesus not a ben. I'm back in New Testament. There's nobody in the New Testament that used a New Testament. Not a single one person. Paul Nara or started or throw New Testament. You know. Paul not throw New Testament or throw. No. According to, if you go to their timelines, 43 years after Jesus died.
Hey, Mami, can comment we? Mami Grace, where you Richard Kojo Ofosu? Mami Grace, I'm just around Clagon here. I want to rush and come for one of the steak. Why? Do you know the studio? Yes, you can come for it. If you know the studio, please come for it. We are close to you, closer to you. Who was Akumona? You can come for it, right?
Sure.
You can come for it. Why? Richard Kojo Fosu. Ubetimi aba na wa babeje why? Wabre mubi, wabre Revelations 4:10. The other day, no, sene ye de intina 2. But ono ankasa free ni pem e de 10 na me bisa ye no e de aba nti sa wo benya wo betimi aba unim studio ho nko ade a bra na beje why wo de wudu do no mu a just remu na bra na beje. We are here. You are watching Revelations live and so nti no wo ma ye hu difference e wo esum no mu nti
nti New Testament na nkofa afa no World Cup no oye according to history no oya Paul obey born Paul no ku Jesus no obey oku nation afo obey born again no all started the orature. The letters that were put and one sure there is a Bible. This is a mistake that Christians do in the sense that what can Jeremiah and one who there for I'm about to do a new covenant. They begin to mean who so what can come on who they begin to start to think that it's a testament. A covenant is not a testament. So the entire Tanakh, which is Genesis to Malachi, there's nowhere that promised a New Testament. Now Jesus, according to Bible, no one with Jesus. Jesus so never promised any New Testament. Into New Testament na ekitano one no catch the fa na kankana for bobra. Huh? Because Jesus, let's think about it. Jesus no obey there, obey na papa. If he came to fulfill his father's wishes, his father's desires, right? It means whatever commandment his father had down is what he came to fulfill. That is the only how Jesus can be obedient. Jesus could never have ordered to write any New Testament. It's not possible. If Jesus had done that, then he would have failed to qualify to be the obedient lamb to be sacrificed on the cross. So Jesus came to obey the already set written words set by the prophet. That's what Jesus came to obey. Now, years later, Constantine,
Almighty Constantine,
who was not religious, who was not Christian, was not even a Jew, decided that because of the wars that is going on in the region, let's find ways and means to bring peace to everybody in the region. This is where he brought the bishops together, the Council of Nicaea, to bring together what will qualify to be a new book that is not the Jewish Tanakh. Because Constantine was not a Jew, so he couldn't have gone to the Jews to say that, you know what, I'm taking your book and I'm going to give your book to these people so that it becomes, then the Jews will rule. Because I have one order in a country or in a kingdom, now use amimubuka. Then it means that I'm still ruling because the rules and regulations in my book is literally what you're going to use. So Constantine couldn't have gone for the Jewish Tanakh, which is Genesis to Malachi. So Constantine made his own into why there. I throw Bibi Amam. Now, as in I throw, you know, I'm so my note out of what you wrote. But our actual, that was the original will. Now you know time there, note in a damn no, man shadow, na man fan chanchan. Now me the notes now to baby. Now me notes na me out of yours, you know. That's what I'm using to teach. Right? No matter how profound mine is, it's never the original. It will never be applied in a court of law. Into spiritually, there's not a single direction in the New Testament that should work spiritually.
Hey!
Who gave the authority?
Are you serious?
No, but who gave the authority for the New Testament? If you truly believe in the God of the Bible, and you believe the ways of the God of the Bible, then you should be under the regulations of the God of the Bible, who gave his commandment in Exodus, but expanded commandment from Leviticus all the way to Deuteronomy. Right? Into the creator of the Bible never instructed anybody to write a Bible. Now because of peace, you know, let me put together some letters and call it a New Testament. Right? Now that I'm calling the New Testament, you know, Obian used the New Testament. So are we following Constantine's order, or we are following the God we say we serve and we believe in?
Hey, Setinyaku. You are watching Revelations Live, or you are watching Revelations Live. Are Benny Poke, or see, he making some good points. He's making points. Obinsu say our US, how can I get one before we finish? You know, you better know the numbers, the locations near there to join baby. I will be ano. Not wait to me. Ako to be. Teresa calling. So say, Mommy Grace, I'm in US. How can I get one before we finish? You know, you better baby. I will be located. Mommy Grace, hit my G point. Or say, Mommy Grace, give me one. Why? I am begging you, please. You better. Yeah, but a recipe test. Ubetimi abefa baako, ma test. Ubetimi abefa baako. Ena Mrs. Tutu me share na Doris the fashion. Me share omo comment pa na akushika one akushika bi nso. Onso o comment pa Florence Nightingale. Onso ubetimi ade no kwaja mata. Florence Nightingale onso ubetimi abefa baako. Omo they are always on the platform. I believe say Dini Maboni Doris the fashion and Bibisa Nightingale Mrs. Tutu and recipe test. I say no Revelations comment section no eyamudia mumbefa the other one no only me Ghana be the other day ono so de bia he's on the platform the man no ono so obetumi aba na waba befa maami Tina comment na dos ye be phone na mamona mafre because it's running I cannot read all of that. Maami Tina Ando, if you need power stick, contact Mikra on all social media handles. Into no share you know cry almost starting my but you be making sure say on the so the number no be my. You be making sure so the number no ni social media like you be ma we so that you go and get one. I have one myself. Me starting using it, I don't have testimonies. He didn't teach me how to use it, so we will talk about this later. GMTV, so no so say your money be on so you're one of our great. Mommy Grace, please greet my brother from another mother for me from Oyarefa. JMTV or see James. And yeah, James and yeah, man. Oh brother, they are Lane and your nam. Lane and nam also as a obeji. Hey, Mommy Grace, Mambo ni di theatre. Lane and your nam also we are very serious follower. Ubetimi abana waba beji. I think me bubodi ni bro so ami mumuna. Because to ko mu be ya shi ntino ye be be phone lines na mamo otumi kire yen when we say we bedu New Testament na enti obeko Old Testament na for the ababe si ye traditional we na fe ye bie phone lines no atunu mo bi some questions no we are near the information in location ni bibia e de atujama. You are watching Revelations live and my name is Adasha Jezebel. They are almost frame me bia wo de so the latest one here na abo legaya maame wata ni na me jeso mi so mu say you are watching us. We are the biggest and we keep getting bigger. So my brother now no usi obi anka nchen say yen hwe
obi anka nchen but me nka some the funny thing omo frɛ o maame wata no I can promise you over 50% of the bishops, the holiest and that bishop, majority of them are water children. It's not, I mean, found whether we GDO, it doesn't matter because Obia either say Wufi Asasi, Wufi Esro, Wufi a gem, Wufi issue. So here, Freo say we hear water, it doesn't make any difference. And the funny thing is, your body is 72-73% water, anyways. So, I mean, it doesn't even make sense.
Revelation sampa into
New Testament na make say. So what papa wo fie and what papa catch us say, "We na faba wo bra. How then do you go out of your father's words and go and believe another man na wunni mo bebiao? Another man that never said anything to you, you never promised anything." To say, some man no na some na obediedi. And you see, say, ubeye Yankopon badia. If yes, pretend we all believe the Bible. Ubeye Yankopon badia. And you see a Bible na ujid no, see any ye, because who sees a Bible na year. A better will say, Isaiah 53 was already fulfilled. Anyway, Yanko. But
we want to know who can Isaiah 53 was already fulfilled. Our part is we want to know. You are here.
No, that whole promise of a Messiah was already fulfilled in the scriptures.
At where? Where? We want to know.
In the Bible. Between Chronicles.
I would say it was fulfilled by giving us this person.
So the promise was given of a Messiah that was coming to save the people that were in exile and were in bondage at that time. So the promise was supposed to be a king that would literally come and sit on the throne. Oh, and this king that will come and sit on the throne will bring the, according to their history, Bible is, and when you read, check on this two kings in the Bible, King Hezekiah, right, and King Hoshea. Check these two kings. One of them in Mobia assignment. I've given you the answer already, but Mobia. One of these kings was called the Prince of Peace in the Bible. Was called the Prince of Peace in the Bible, which was already fulfilled. Anyway, and then make us say, yeah, so coming from that, if we papa na or the Bible na small no, I will use and no we jini dear, and the jinasemi dear, or say this word Jesus now crowd by and now we jini do no, or bekaye, also don't add to this word. Neither should you take from this word. Time of Jesus or Kasano, the New Testament was not in existence. So which word was the Bible was the New Testament talking about? Paul said, I have studied the scriptures. I am a testimony of the scriptures. I'm a doer of the scriptures. Paul was telling Timothy, study the scripture, precept upon precept. What was Timothy supposed to study? I wanted them because at that time, no, Paul hasn't written the New Testament. Paul started writing the New Testament. A lot of people think that Matthew, Matthew, Mark, natural Mark, Luke, natural Luke, John, natural John. It's not true. What did I say? So when you go into this and realize, wait a minute, it is a papa and can't try and say, right? Yemfa new Bible. What is the Bible we are actually supposed to believe? From Genesis to Malachi. That is what every believer, every Christian, if you want to be a Christian, this is where you should focus on. When you study it that well, you realize, everything promised that was supposed to be is already there. Bible, no. Let's ask ourselves this question. The Bible was never promised to a Fanti. One farmer Fanti. The Bible was never promised to an Eve. The Bible was never promised to a Northerner. The Bible was never promised to a Nigerian. The Bible was promised to the children of Israel. Basic. To the children of Israel. Not okay, Jeremiah 33, okay, I will make a new covenant with you. He wasn't talking about making a new covenant with any other person than the people of Israel. The children of Israel, which are basically children of Jacob, right? Children of Jacob, no, omunyami na omusa instructions, no, and ya wunyami. Because the Bible admits that there are multiple gods, there are several gods, but yenu mem kodisa other abosom no onyame no echi dimia sabosum we no dimechi, which is the God of the Bible. And so man no commandment to say obey this commandment. Now that if every Christian would do their homework, and as I'm saying, I have nothing against Christianity, I have nothing against anybody. Enjoy what you believe in. That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, no, there will say what the bay suya mami. Suya, just learn it.
Asama to me. Louis Ajima stakes na hina me maka. How many people mo adi Louis Ajima ma quickly make an na mo tro so I don't go over. Yes, I make akoto. Ama mi ti ati Louis Ajima mo fa nka ho ma me. Owo Italy. Into no ye bed shipiama whichever way me body na matro so that I will not go over.
So it comes back your time, okay.
No time, you have time.
It comes back to the fact that okay, say Yamina was wujin on one wujini di dia. And the sa Yamino or say monsum ne saying. How does he want you to communicate with him? Okay, Tre, let's read something. Anyway, Leviticus 6:30, right? It says, but no sin offering of which any of the blood is brought into the tent of meeting to make atonement in the holy place. Into the blood of them, blood of Mboa. So basically, the priest of the God na wunim no. So our priest no has to be doing blood sacrifices to atone for certain things. Now, say, this idea na make no, is it factual or miana mede ma adwen? The people that these instructions were given to, no, the people are still practicing it till date. That's when you go to Israel, they still do blood sacrifices. They still slaughter animals. They slaughter chickens to atone, to bless their year, to do certain rituals. They do it. Membro. Now Jesus, according to the New Testament, or some conform yare no, one can't say go and see the priest and perform the necessary rituals that would establish your miracle. Okay, so the blood sacrifices and all of that is something that comes with spirituality. Maybe start to make assembly. May say you need your tools, you need your energy, and you need your you need that. Now, anytime blood is poured, it's like wako filling station, akoto petrol, the guo kamu, the ayewe juma. That's what blood literally means. Energy. The energy, the fuel in the blood is what would they sma a 2 mina with the mojane manu. So on fan konkoye juma mau.
Hey, you are watching Revelation, so.
Just as every single one of us, you know, yes, so we take rituals onto ourselves. How do you take rituals onto yourself? Edianina wood, you know, edianina if you him fan buy. You say if you plant mun buy, that plant was alive. That plant was breathing. That plant was exchanging carbon dioxide and oxygen. So that plant is very much as alive as you are. But who accommodate ono, who koti eduane se me ba bedi, na menya ehwahome, edia koinim, edia bobra, edia, of course, evolve in a physical sense. Now, that food you are eating is the same as mojana bosom na ejeno, and sana wugu na wode ma bosom no, adiana wo yama tumi no, according to the scriptures, sacrificing of moye no, these are all fuels. Eduani omode ma omo, say etumi na honhum na omode ye ejuma no, omo mfa nkonko ye ejuma. That is basically what the practice is. And see, the children of Israel, up to date, Israel for now, which is as some Israel for the up to date, you know, their rituals are like priests now or a tent house now. Or comfort or your bosom phone. Israel and the priests, there are no difference in the rituals they offer. Because the truth of the matter is, yeah, Papa, no. One of our God priests, our God ancestors, were the ones who taught these people how to honor Yah, the Thursday God. So the children of Israel are only using one of the Akan gods. No, they are powerful, son. Because they came to demonize it to us, to make us look at it as demon. And Yah, which is the Thursday God. Thursday God is literally the God of justice and tender. Right? Thursday God now Yud. Right? Yahweh. This how the same God. The God of the Bible is also the God of tender justice and all that. The same God. But and they obeyed it, practiced it, and worked with it. Because me say, it doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter your race. It doesn't matter your color. It doesn't matter. Once you apply it, it will work for you. They didn't just take our gold. You do for over 400 years. They call here to go and do the same rituals that they came to demonize it to us. Until to date, they practice these rituals. Even the Vatican, they practice rituals. The Queen of England, they practice rituals. You don't see the rituals they do. The entire world is controlled by a small group of people. One of the people that owns the world's finances is the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds are Ashkenazi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews perform sacrifices, rituals. They own all the media houses that we have, all the entertainment industry, all the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, these are all owned by Jews. Why? The entire world's wealth is owned by them. Why? Because the omobe fire no omode koye ejuma. Ebi wo ho a ebetimi aye ho ejuma. Ebi wo ho na asa. Ba ko pe no omode ko na bebre ni kai na ye etiti. No, etimi na e wo ha. Enti e wo he. E wo yamu. This is why I say Thursday you demonstrate the behavior and characteristics of the Thursday God. Into the days of the week, Nina ya abosom. That is why they've misrepresented and called the seven spirits of God. It's just the 7 days, the 7-day God. Abosom in song. Into the end, why sorry them were Ghana, yeah, the Thursday God. The Thursday, into say, yeah, boni be any. Into the end, what Buddhism for no more Ghana. They also have one of them is using the Monday God, which is Ajo, the moon. Almost you use Ajo. Yeah. Jehovah's Witness, one we use it. I just want to know. No, so, but the thing is that most of these people, like we don't study. Civilization was started by the black men, all the way down to Egypt. Egypt in the end no more yet, and people are so moved by what people are saying. So more musia, who can kind Abraham, or more can come Bible. Why they base Abraham? Hey, right? You. The king of Zion, Obeshra Abraham, no? What did he practice? He's the king of righteousness. That's what Paul quoted. What did he practice? Because obviously he wasn't under king of Salem. He wasn't under the God of the Bible. He had his own God. What did he practice? Into a no, all civilization broke out of Egypt. Egypt no so no. Our fathers, our great ancestors, they occupied Egypt and made Egypt what it is. Into practices no, these are the practices to date we are seeing our use. Because they went there, they studied from our libraries, and they bent down our libraries. So that you don't know that it was from your own library. It's psychological, because once you are suppressed in the mind, there's nothing you can do.
Joe, when you are suppressed in the mind, there is nothing you can do. So eventually, the same God na baby, there's nothing new.
Idina no Moses, any presentation no Moses, that's the only thing.
That's the only thing. Okay, so now we will go straight to our practicals. The things I see you with a lot of things. What's happening here? Apart from the gift, I see these ones on the table and all that.
No, I don't know. Meeting class was a better practicals.
Yes,
I just decided to help with something. But before I call because let me a story about me. I'll say the story about me. I had nothing. I lost everything, right? And I knew there was something wrong. Make sure be making now. Later, I'll tell the testimony. Then the can say, hey, one ko wo fie ankoda abosumo mu wo fie asia who waste time o be bread. And I'm say, wait a minute. And I was a Christian pastor by then. Their awakening, how does it make sense?
Titi do for now what to say ni. Papa ya fi wo be visit and abey. Ko fie.
Like I was like, well, how does it make sense? Then I started going back to the scriptures. I realized that every blessing is attached to your ancestry. So and even if you want to believe Jesus, even the authenticity of Jesus was ordained by the bloodline he came from. Not by his personality, but by the bloodline he came from. And because he was connected to a certain bloodline, he is supposed to be who he is, right? I'm saying, wait a minute. In the Bible, it honors your ancestry. Why am I going against my own ancestry? So I was like, wait a minute, you know what? Let me start to investigate. The minute I started investigating, so I had no choice than to go home. It was until I made the move to go to my own background to research, I wouldn't have discovered a lot of things. Now, this is somebody, and I don't have time to waste. So I never teach anything that does not work. There may know, and I don't have time for it. So I realized I threw a challenge to myself. Okay, I want to transform my life in 6 months, right? From nothing, I may catch up from nothing, no account, I lost everything from nothing. Okay, I want to transform my life, right? Within 6 months, because Yahweh, me catch up. The part that I'm on, it was Yahweh. Yahweh no I saw them no. On one or tell me say Jimmy Samna wo Jimmy no.
Hey! Are you serious?
I'm telling you. It was
after 50, like for real?
I was after a 50 days fast. A church pastor.
Come again. What do you...
The God of the Bible directed me to go back to my background. The God of the Bible directed me to perform my first sacrifice. Blood sacrifice.
Are you serious?
The evidence are there. There are people in the comment section who have been with me all this while. The God of the Bible was the one that told me there's no power in Jesus. It's a placebo name. I organized crusades for pastors, for bishops. I organized, paid for with my money, and you're busy. So, what I'm saying, that is what may be, and I can defend it anyhow. Takia boy, Victory Bible Church. He had a program. He called me. I was at the back. No, Freya said, there are 10 people in this room that are going to do something this world has never seen. 2 people will stand tall above all the 10. So making 12. Let me tell you. The essence pulled me from the back all the way to the front. Odura no close to service and I'll say, hey, I'm glad I came for this program. What a credit. you are the reason why I came here. He anointed me, prayed for me, said, I'm going to do something that the whole world has never seen. And when I start, I shouldn't be discouraged. All cano, let me say me be a prophet big time because after all, I was in the church. Me niaji the anointing oil gumi so it didn't take a year and this whole journey began. After that anointing, I've been anointed by so many bishops. Say, Bishop, a prophet, or my anointing it is wrong. Me boy me din ebi baby o mwenim. Me boy say, didn't all these people, once they were anointing and prophesying, speaking over the things that I was about to do, didn't they see, say, and yet I saw them na meyana, and then commission on Moshe, no, wasn't true. They will come and quickly say that, oh, we prophesied about one thing, but you've turned it the other way. Okay, if I've turned it the other way, how is it working? Because if the God that gave you that revelation and prophecy to speak over my life, to say that I know me yet, right? How on earth would another God ensure that the whole kind is established? Right? So back to my story. Fast forward. I challenge myself. Yahweh catch me say, man, yes, I reach one. If I do it, something that has been lost for 400 years, they will give it to me. I had no idea what they were talking about. So I'm like, okay, me, I'm very obedient. But the community, some of them are on the line. They're watching. We all did this together. Yeah. Mami bisu. Now Mami be the Bible. I was teaching people the scriptures privately because I want people to know. Me I made sure in the Bible. No, every time I quote it, I say, the way you hear me chromo. So for the weekend you hear me chromo. So for them say, mommy, we are sure. I said, the member will call Bible me now. They hear me chromo. When I dug my research, I realized that everything you have in the scriptures are all the things our fathers did. So fast forward, after I did that ritual, right? I'm saying I had nothing. I couldn't even afford to buy baby milk for my son, right? Now, we are building the biggest shrine in Africa. Less than 2 years.
Shrine?
Yes.
Shrine, I didn't know.
To me.
To me,
one can say, and no, we are helping you bring that out. We are not telling you to come and be a slave or subject to anything. All we are teaching you is grow to become who you are. So my point is that I was in the church, right, for almost 15 years plus. I gave my money to the church, and everything I was supposed to do didn't work. The God of the Bible told me, I went, did it in 6 months, right? Everything I ever need is given. The rate at which we are going, it doesn't make sense. People conclude and say, why could you draw sikedro? And I say, Miana me yes sikedro, Miami ebosom, Miami ebosom. Inti Miami bosom na midi ye juma. Because at the end of the day, say yes, say, would that openibia say, oh, mina na osimosi. Dia ube ye menu so, and the more ube 2 yen. That is the reason why I am on this foundation, and that is the reason why I'm going to go where I'm going. No, the inside go for manual. Instead, any budget. Would that person, if the person has any blessing, would the person want to bless me? Because I've recognized the person, I've honored the person. It's in any year. Do you think the person would want to help? It's in the we do something and we're making a big mistake in the sense that when we say let's honor those who have come before, let's honor our fathers who have come before, we are quickly to conclude and say this is demonic. Ye real feel say wo kra so anche bia wo ba be nana.
Also baby.
Wo ba be wu. So imagine say we wu kono dia omo mbeba we chi no will call you this is demonic, this ancestral curse, my fathers are evil, I don't want to have anything to do with honoring them. No wo kra de pebia, would you want to give to me?
Look at the pebia, would you want to give it to me? You are watching Revelations live with Mekra. I don't know Mekra munim easily. Mekra on her and then a war set you soon and some no I know you do I know you ding and I may encourage you say echna live interview no with Revelations 3:30 there no me say me starting show ni na no na de me akọ hospital me be so obi anko hwe no fa the opinion embra ma me papa ne say say ye di kuro ni ma abrofo no Na brofo no na Nyankopon ba omo so mo be ya de ye jimifo. Makuma.
Ne papa.
Me yare ye po ochina na wahwe bo 3:30 a. Me yare yo, me yema hye my dream nyina ye me ya. You are watching Revelations Life with me. So now no wama ye hu nia okọ mu nyina ne sacrifice a okoye ni baby okọ lande ye nti we want you to perform something here for us. And then na obey ya ma ye na ye hu. We want to know in all no me the obi ba na oye life a me man assignment. And dra the oba life no me mane bompa ma omo wo marital issues omo wo court issues na o Paul libation no ade ma omo and then no me pese wo bompa ma obia o pese onwo ba obia o pese onwo ba pese onwo ba na waware na awo mba ye no I want you to pray for them na me pese wo bompa ye nso magana especially the youth onyankopon ehu omomobo na ahokyere ma omo waste omo life like nyankopon ma bibi mpai emiti obia at the point of need na peace be like food nyankopon ma obia wenya especially the boys na wenya 25 to 45 a onye eduma bia baby owo bia na nani awaye mobo nyankopon ma bibi nhia no onfa bibi wo fom prayer we na me pese wo ye e de magana ma me
me comment a few seconds for prayer so in the make say to me bia or your way no and you no every God is responsible for what and there me dey buy any dey make say obema ba dey and dey make you ntro
okay
the obema ba no ho
okay wa ba dey
o say
me ba be ya momo
and dey you be fear you be but what I brought I said and the baby see the youth you spoke about. What I want to do is because the reason I'm confused through spirituality, and spirituality is used lack of a better word. We are all spiritual anyways, but we use lack of a better word. The reason why it's expensive because a normal bet to talk iron normal is expensive. And yet, because me I didn't charge you biada, I never charge. I don't take anybody's money. And they say, of course, if old change is coming, no doubt. But I don't charge anybody. Because the legacy I want to leave behind is in the few years to come, baby to me, baby, I can say, when I met him, I was able to do the same way my life was transformed that we are building, and it's not just a church, it's a wellness center as well. The same way we are doing this is the same way Mijidi ewo umu say, also there what the bar says is wo ba be no, you have every right to do it. It's all on you. This is what I want. So I've subsidized rituals in because me also me team, you know, my entire team, family, Nom, he, Candice, Abina, Sheila, all the family, Caroline, it didn't Dr. Peters, it didn't Bebre. We've come together, Eddie, Kofi Apo, we've come together, Bebre, teacher, if I don't mention it, don't fight, guys. Don't fight. We've come together and say, you know what? We want to support 100 people. Right? Just pay a subsidized because and yet we want to help 100 people, give 100 testimonies in the year 2023, and it's on your show, so it will be on record. Okay, so that what are they supposed to give? So I also know the subsidized. No, na me who say to me supporting nipa 10 one here. We want to know here. No, no. Ofra is a registration. It's Ofra. Then you register. Because so, I'm teaching a lot on your cra, the most powerful God you can ever know. Your cra. And yet to me be our cra no is the most powerful God you can ever know. So, Oba, what we will do is that we'll take you through divination for you to know the was a way you was so. Okay, so I know the omofra na individual way. We go through that. So the obey my wa hand then I know the person who so that you open. And I'm going to say, so what I'm about to do is for everybody that wants to achieve something in the next 5 years. Okay. 5 years? Yes. Hey, what papa? And what? And what? No. It takes the reason and that is where the problem is. Fast. And yes, show. But at least a year and 12 months. A year is when you can change your being. Within a year, you can change who you are. Once you change who you are, you can become anybody you want to become. Because the reason I'm saying that, Obie did 20 years, Obie did 25 years. The person that you are, it took you 25 years to program yourself to become this person in the way you think. Nobody on the face of the earth can use 1 month to transform you.
No, 1 month, 1 year.
1 year, no. That's what I say. Within a year, you will testify.
Within a year, and 5 years.
But 5 years, no, your heart desires. If your person will see factory, will see mansions, will see, that is what I'm saying in 5 years.
Okay.
Your long-term goals.
Huge one, them 2 bedrooms.
So
no,
within a year, what I'm about to do within a year, but you have to. The only problem is the mind. Yeah, you know. So what I'm about to do, I need straw paper, right? On your paper, get a book, get a paper, and write what you want to see happen in your life in a year.
Okay.
Don't go and write anything you yourself you know you can't do. Like
on the obey to me.
No, because
I want me paper.
No, but the reason I'm saying that, don't sit here and say in the next 5 years I'll own 10 private jets.
Now why you saying to
no, what's in a hole? You know it's not applicable, right? Into Abia, what best starting business be? Abia, you have an organization, you have an establishment. Abia, you want to apply for a job, something that is very achievable, right? Within a year, you will testify on my immigration.
Okay, you will testify. Please go and get paper, baby. I will be. Get your paper, get your pen, and let's get into it.
Get a paper.
Get a paper and a pen. Moon get me into paper and pen. No share. I dey inside with my wand. Pen and paper. Oh, me wo paper. Mo de mo to pen be mami share. For say.
The man just a bowl. A bowl, keke.
A bowl.
It doesn't matter. A bowl, yeah.
Okay, so obi an getting the pen in the paper. Na yen so ye kofa ye niama na ba na ya beye. Until like in 2 minutes we will be back. Yo, ya man krankra bia akwaba biom nti afei no ye ba be practicals no emusu medical ka sure say platform we so the live edition no and as a live series and a live session no obi a onye ontumi ntache ontumi practice bibi no ono wu no wa ha nti no Osofo Bentil e de ye ba be a few rituals and a prayer mu nti no let's get back to him. Okay.
The member just I'm using the fire energy because bibia ebesi abrabon bibia ebe dijane ede in the sense that when we talk about inventions or manifestations in the sense that light, heat, so no many the metals near the no to produce furniture so when it comes about manifestation you use more of the fire energies because to me they so person will call idea free you use more of the earth energies person will call in some pioneer idea use more of the air energies and we also call healing then you go to the water energy so because specifically for manifestation in terms of use of fire energy so connecting to be a fire energy be a war candle of you can do it
okay
but it's always important there. Okasafa candle. So while the candle is burning, you speak over it.
Okay.
Okasa we are my candle nancy
Nensa. Okay.
Don't
all right.
take
you
it
know the obey no bet me a practice.
The man bet me be and yet anything be. Bibi obe hu bia and ye hu.
Okay.
Bibi an ye hu. So
I'm on focus
don't be alarmed by anything you see and ye hu. See, I need you to be very comfortable, okay? Per baby obey me atena. Just be comfortable. Don't be stressed. Don't think about work. Don't think about what you went through in the day. Mind you, be ahu.
To yin in paboa or film. Move focus on near man so pa mame.
So, baby, you always need an atmosphere. You want to create an atmosphere and make the atmosphere very conditioning enough to prepare your mind to go into it. I saw them cry, yeah, praises, yeah, worship. The pastor would only minister after the worship. Would never minister after the praise because creative atmosphere, no. The same way spiritually is so creative atmosphere to make it very conducive for your mind state because every your mind is like the intermediary between dimensions. Into why and on a cheap manifestations number. They say why are prepared to receive no matter how powerful a place is why and you're ready to receive it it won't work until we set up an atmosphere like I use a lot of incense until setting up an atmosphere just to condition the mind. I say as I say fertilizer as I say natural fertilizers, don't use artificial. Fertilizers as I say to condition it to grow well. I use candles and incense a lot because the say mind states to war incense the incense a copper them not so war candle a copper them not so just to create an atmosphere, right? And always use natural incense. Men use chemical incense. The chemical incense and yes how why we use the natural incense is simply because it's basically like who would say in rim and now you're going to the thick forest where the atmosphere is totally different. And you channeling the energies of that thick forest because incense and music are natural like herbs, rose, frankincense, natural stuff, right? I use them to condition myself to make it even if it feels like I'm outside. Whoa, you see, natural incense is very necessary.
Matches.
We brought
matches.
One. We brought one.
You brought one.
So usually we're a studio, so we will not turn the lights out. But usually when you are performing any ritual, when you are performing any ritual, try as much as possible to cut out any artificial light. Use more of natural light. Oh, no, I see. I don't know. No, Don't I say okay? What page I know? I don't know. Listen, you make a kind of say. So what I'm saying is that just sit comfortably, right? You don't need to fold your legs. That you just say what's now saying obey comfortable. Just be comfortable and relax. Drop your shoulders, okay? Don't do this. Become rigid. Relax yourself. Drop your shoulders, and be comfortable. And yet, BBM be do it. When your nightmares be BBM, this is very natural. So just relax about it.
Incense, the mommy feel good about where. Incense, the mommy feel good about. Hey. Are you sitting? Are you practicing?
Sit down. Be very comfortable. Okay. The bonfire first. My bonfire.
Obi say with the candles, no can they use any color?
So, because if you are using the fire energy, it's always necessary you use red.
I say red. I say red. Red. Why?
For fire energies.
For fire energies, because I know now all pretty CCI you use red.
Now, black in the main case here, but it's nothing. If you want to bring, an idea, a business idea, and you want to channel it into this dimension, you only with the black candle, no. Black candle, everything like I said, BBF, sunsumu, nabahunemu. So it comes from the dark and comes into light. Into we use black candle now, a bebwa to bring into things, ideas will be here. But red you use it just to for light, because fire is not necessarily red, but it has the whole skin tonation of red in it. Okay. So maybe you use application more. I mean, of course, traditionally you want to use schnapps, but maybe you use application more, because to me bakwa a count on up or your favorite or your application or per inside heading. To me, mubu yashino or mopa inside heading, and then just say what they inside Doko ya idea just 2 minutes yechi. Obiane the oye, but when you could talk about fire, I say yeah idea a burning that can burn, right? You see, a very necessary. I may say I'm bonfire Ghana. Anybody that has ever seen me pour libation, when he said the first thing I do always is to call Amma and give thanks to Amma for the nation that we have and where we are as a nation. Very necessary.
And today is Mimida.
And that's your Mimida. Amma dear, you done I say. Only Amen no. That is what everybody use. Most of my men, Obia use Kwamen, the Saturday God. That's where everybody pray and say Amen. It's the Saturday God.
Is the same as Amen Ra?
Yeah, Amen, Amen Ra. Amen Ria, Ria, Amen Ri. That is what Bronga have for you. Amen Ri. That's where our fathers came to settle first. Riana, so Amen Ria, or you see Riana as a symbol. Amen Ra, wow, Amen. Amen, and people think Amen is an English word. It's not an English word. Amen is an account word. Eba mention the Ekoba Agoa, Wofia, what you did that? Amen. Ago, Koko, Ago, what you do? Amen. It means the unseen one, the one that is behind and in direct. See, Amen, we are on an Osma, Ama, ma Odzigana fo, Odzone free, baby, free, near Bodura. So that is why even Ebon Peneka, Amen, it's not a church, it's not religion. So don't feel bad when you still say Amen. It's good. One another friend. No? So now, Ebon Pay to ask Nananum, and I'm waiting to come and support the prayer we're about to do. Why? Oh, Chodian Ponkwame, Papa, Batampa, Edawasi, Madaroma. I don't know Bibia about so bad, I say, Bon dear. Boy, you put the saying, Bon Soma. Bobo Som, boy, we are. Bo Bibia or we are Simafana, Papa. You didn't say each other. And yet, their parents are no be. And their parents are your BBB. Na mom paying for Canada no him there. They be ya den say bet you on sada. Yem paying for po wa kon samando po him there be mo wa kono or your manner on sada. Nse den say chiro papa na ye kre ya ye yire sada yenda sada sada. Aw na me nkwa. wada romanti na ye wonkwa osi den na wo fa ho obopo papa yen sanyo yes ye no so oh asase ma me ye da wase batampa won sanyi eso atumi na nana mo njensa asase tumi na mo njensa nsu ya asase tumi na mo njensa ejewi asase tumi won njensa o ye da wona ase na esi na ajo na abene na oku na ya na efi na amen nana mo njensa abosom pepem a wetwe ho ehia nanum ye mo nsa yes ye no so enri ye bopo emu aho ye ma me grace na ejumeza o de church amanfo na yimda ma ori ye eten enu oban na baba no ho na so nanum awona we tutu anamon ache no wan no tumi say no ye de wona ase yes ye no so won kodo won ye za wari you abosom pempem nzama wade kire yimpa dasanyi adasamba no na wi asafa na nyina wa afa no wadandan no wada ye mo ope nanso kanfo ba no ze ana kanyinim ba no ze as one befie e church won nzama pa oni tina ye tina yo nanum abosom pempem ya mo no so ya mo nsa ya mo nija ya mo na asase ya mo no mfama yes wanje wonso meye nai etumi a yehu won etumi a yente won nka etumi a yenyi mpodo wo wiase etumi a mpodo yenjize podo wo wiase nso anwan won mu na bibia fibaw won mu na bibia sisi won mu na ansa na azeba be wiase mu na ofoba nanum atum fo wo sumu wiase nanum meda won ase ese ye no so won nsanyi wonje no won ka ye maame o won ka obi oyin ye adwuma bia won ka asase ye wodi mpeyinfo wo asase nsamanfo wo betina asase do abosoma we twen we hia we nyina won beji bi no ye da won ase oh na bosompo na beji nsan maame abna beji nsa ese ye no so abosom pimpema yenyim won onye da won den won ejo na emom ye nwe fi nanum obi bia beji nsa ago macha na beji nsa o togbe etumi a wo no gopo na nanum maame yes beji nsa ye no so togbe no gopo na nanum nyina awon wo kan na yes won beji nsa togbe ajiman etumi o kreko na nanum yes we na won beji nsa o etumi o no gopo tumi o kreko tumi o anyako tumi o chame tumi o clever nanum we na won beji nsa o agbo nim na keta we na won beji nsa yes togbe kabacha tumi a wanyo na wanyo ye adwuma wanyo ko wanyo ba akoso mbo tumi na nanum won beji nsa o na amu nsu kese daga na manim mimpa bebre wonyim ayin volta wuzan say amu na ya mo nso yes beje o antoa beje etumi a wo serim na mi no na won beje tigare ya bo uzina ya bo serim etumi na cause ya de makura ya de mo won ya da mo won na mo na won beje yes ye no so abusuma de so na sro wo gwai na ebo akon bejensa na tabre bejensa na fosu bejensa na abaka bejensa na kwa abocho bejensa tantre bejensa ka akon bejensa pra so won na won bejensa on pra ye do na se bepo yes bejensa edina to me na oh na be no bejensa on ye do wase se no so command to me na won bejensa on ntwa be to me na won bejensa se kuna to me won bejensa atokraze me to me na won bejensa on apram de tumi won bejensa kan for krome tumi won bejensa aketeche tumi won bejensa butre tumi won bejensa buzie tumi won bejensa o na bembeni oba na orkese bejensa yenu so azime tumi na na beruwa wase bejensa yedo wase yenu so won bare fro etumi ma abobo wonzi na ma abobo wonzi na obi wo orehema ofi wo nti so ni ha orisham no orifi ho no orudie free do akacha wanda nananum o ka won won bejensa won kan na mo ori ye bia on yeye won si ye ese ye no so na ye ma bejensa na bra ebo na bejensa na sensa bejensa akra na mo 1 akra na mo 2 na bejensa sika ba bejensa na ye nsu akra me yuto akra me yote me yo boshe munsu nyu boshe ya betina asase yen boneda na egu nsane adanana ma ase o se na ye mbozin ba jinsen nana ye no so na fofu wa sa ase do na yetino won dan chami nyina wa je na wa tu mota ni na je na wa tu yante boni bia na nchampeyini na nan we na on ba jinsa na fofu na alanta yes ba jinso ye no so oh ajikpe perekpe ba jinsa ma jalo koto to be ba jalo koto takripo ba jinsa epe bidi baja awa owu hwe nu ase besen ho kofie ka yaze besen ko on hwe wanyim epe ye monsa yesi ye no so na pele bochoko na ba jinso ye no so na no fonte ye monsa ma meka yo ebi mo wa wonhia eba yeyim de eti ye nka awon wo hwe wonhia ba nyina ma me hwe wone won ye fumu ba no wonza dance ma nananom no wonka de wo prepare no po no wenya bi india habana wo bobo won ma ibi abade woni yem wo abobo bra wa asase du bia nanam yesre won baje won fa do no won yema won no to be ansu bajensen na dede wa bajensa odunkweku bajensa na abra ku na edim bajensa obo kofi bajensa obo adake bajensa e da wona so na ofe bajensa nana wada roma ya baba odo na mom ye wieni na na ese nana from oh barema na kwame ajeman tehwe okro sabe otum resaw nana mama onsa apama yim koyo yaw opo eya okada munhwehwe mechi me bo hwe mu hu da wala na ehim nam dadada ya na da roma ye hu no ko ne ye no ko no na pere abaka ho na framanti ni na na echi no ye gunsa na yesi ye no so etumi a woti asase do etumi a ye ejuma revelations ejumezi Jerome TV ejumezi tuma wo asase do yambade ye nyon boko sakomon yambade ye ba boko ye bede ye betina ye yin wa ye ejuma na mambra pa amanfo wadan we kira ma hono wa hwehwem na wa ye nzama pa na wa ken nanano na mo ose na ofata nyina wa ye itira ye wa asase do nti sebe se ye to anamom bi na wan ya anamom pa na wanu anso ayese yesre fache na edire cha no su no na reboa eme ma me yansa eme na adwen ma me na ani fie tumi a wakan etumi a wodi na echi ahemfo tumi oh akofo tumi a wo na echi oh tumi a wosika eyi won a kirem ese woni fie sika wo hunsem ese men kanche ma me de mama ho no na sika wo hia na adwuma be pebije na adwuma no ediska ne baba nana ya da wase ese ye no so a cheda mpa dwumezi orizi onye na adwene bi nana mo ka won na wazi adwuma yes ekitabi o nti dane man na ekitabi dane man no nka ne nsa onfom bo na adwuma onfa nyenzema anwona wonye enjanka opedo hwe woni nyina won feska ne besi ni nsem school opedo boy won feska ne besi ni nsem no onye opedo hwe abatan anwona wontum hwe won bo opedo hwe won bon no ntum ye dwumezi onfom bo adasamba na yenso ya bayenye baby ye de ntira atoi yesre oh na frama won ba rehwo be mo bia bibia obesi bia yakagum framam anse na wakwaso na frama obi orehwemi ne mpa ya orobo na bisaze orubisa mo hia ne bia yesre gitu mane na tubofo monko ne fie orehwe nkotinzi we hu de nokore bi wo bebi opre de yejuma nti tubofo monko ne fie no nkaka na nananom ne mpanyimfo wakwa wozi ye wina wosre de won fa nche won ne na yenyi maso me yebi wetum na acham na me yejumeze no cho botum na cho bia on fa nche won twinsan mudam yesro ano de won hwaze won boa won hwaze ano waka kontum yesre won boa ama Ghana man sha won so hwan no botum ai bibi o Ghana man nanan yempanyimfo bia wen wan ba mangu a wokodo bom pe ma Ghana man a woye nzama pa de woye ma mani nti na mani da won wasomdwe na campaign fo nkotin dan kan mani onya asomdwe yam pay for wa ton mani nananom yim de won buefu nso ama yesre fache yesre yin de ama de nananom boboa ni ebe yim pay for a mani what bo kwadwendwunum mpanyimfo a wore da wobodwene mani ho mpanyimfo a wore sora wobodwene mani ho mpanyimfo a yamambre no wonto nchen yanzama pa yananam de hye yansa no wonto nchen oh ama abazi na afa mboto Ghana mani do esi yampanyimfo mo oboto asase do oya asase pa oye a onse de ehiepo oka obi bia wa asase do nso ehiepe fe wa asase do mami onye dam no woye imde ya oka ho yesre mo osede ode na akwemi na onda na akwemi obi a oyire woyi ni sinchen wode papa betinam wonyi sinchen obi a ose onu obetena ho no nka no kwar no no de eman na oroboa no ode se no de ye ni kotokum ye no nana awona se woyi ni nze ande yenyim woni tirem yenyim mo wobeka na emo ma awona se wonyim de ose na ofata no wonye monkodo obi a onje ne man no ho azepa biara obi a onpagya man no obi a ondam so da eman no ho dai obi a onyi na akomam onpre na akomam fam pagya mani nkosi baby pa no nanom yade hye wonesa so mpo no wotua won wasama da mama ombede obezi mani ndubio mama ombede obeye adwuma bia wo mani ndubio na emo ma awona wokuta abedai awona wo ya batan wombra wombobro mani won sesi mani won fa mani nsi ye nane mo asoro abosoma weche bibiman hu ina Asia Nigeria South Africa Zimbabwe Ivory Coast maybe Egypt abosoma wa asoro ina nane mo obeyanza mapanza redisa yes won pagya mbrantia ne mbaba wo akukudur wode betina wode begina ye no na papa je na akukudur ne bi no fan kan sampa wo fan ye dwuma pa yamani obi biara obefini krom babade oba abesa mani ezi nananom say yareba wo monkan bibia wo bobbo na ato ne mpado ma kina so odawa a wehuyansa no won fan yamane ba ye bi bebre ma yeri kenzi onye bibia anu wo hwe yin na won yen hire na frama womo na adwen woda womo na adwen pa ewi samize da bi omboa na emom adwen pa ainanse ebotum da ye adwuma ebotum da etumpun ebotum da akwanyim womo na adwen pa no won fa yen adwuma won so won da pa yembe sisinza mapa wasase do na asase Ghana mani ya krabo hwe na nanum yesre yesro ochato ye ba besre na nan hofe obiane mpaebo obebi se bia yesre na nan hofe ijanu mbo no ho ban da ma ijanu bo so okutu mu no mbo no ho ban ombo na asim obaka ho ban o kan ahomado bia rehwe bi na emom so okatoa momo enu obani biara ntum nsori ntia anya bosum na osayaze yimpa na osayaze nti yimpa da senyi bia oboso da okasa bibia no nanum ijanu dara na ofe ni janu odara na frama bom kuom manda anya kase nombo bia no ho ban on sesi obia na abrabo ye da wona asa no ye bono ya na msamanfo wen obi bia ko obi bia na nana obi bia na those who don't understand fancy all your ancestors all your fathers wherever they are it doesn't matter where they are we honor them ye gun someone ese ye da wona asa nana no akompa wotu inti na ye gina otumfo bedu bonso jensa mobo uzam mobo amame na nanum nyina mbrinti yanka ni nyina wa so na wo fie ne yamanensa ese ye no so ye da wona ase onkodo boy ho ba no na pelebo choko na ye da ase nana entna fie ma fie nsa yo entna fie ma obi mba fie mba sayaze ansa na obi ba fie no na wala atenka dedo nana yes so oba no da adwempa ba onye nhira esre Obono da adwumpa onye nhyira nana. Obono da adwumpa onye nhyira. So as adwumba no ba iza nana. Da me ye amamre no. Mo nsi da man konyi pokoro no do. Bibia we pay nana, ye de yamba, yan yerenum, yan kunum, yan wofanum, obi bia hye wonsa. Ese. Obi bia boboa. Obi bia obotunu ho asiwo. Obi bia obakere ma me Grace. Mo ba boboa we dwumezi me beta echi no. Nanem yesre. So wo yi te na echira. Mama won ho nchire onda. Be mo wo be ye fi bia won bon. Wa ya ma mezi mi ndo be ya ma obia. Won shira mo mbodo. Obi bia obobo. Mami Grace. Opedo si recording studio. Mega studio. Now operating the stations. Why can't this is obobum? Obobum so here won boa. Nti there everybody boa no. Why so yen hire? Wona nanam hire. Etumi wozi we chiri hire. Mpemfo oka ho hire. Nanam yesro, yan kase kase. Yen wa chensa. Yes one no me. Na bibia obeye hire. Bi obeye bambo. Bi obeye mpuntu. Ombre ya babo. Amen.
Amen. Omukasa no mo se pia o ananya sa won kofo no respond so onye ho sa na ya amuka
ka amen
amen.
So now I just need you to sit comfortably, okay? Don't write anything yet, because whatever you write you will see it before you write it. So you write according to what you see. Just sit, relax, comfortably. Don't think about anything. Don't think about the day's work. Don't think about what you did. Don't think about what you're about to do. Don't think about your problems. Man, Jin won't bow home. Man, Jin be a whole do. I want to hatch you then upon man, Jin home. Yazimum. Let it be achievable, my maybe. Man, call Jin and Zama, what him there, what Brabono on forward. Let it be achievable. Whatever you want to see within a year, my pede wa fi 2023 mbiara no on na mpere adwuno ho sisia. So just close your eyes, okay? Katewenwa menjin bibia ho, don't think about anything, don't worry about anything, just close your eyes. Katewenwa bia na ebompa bia ma wunsem nhwa so men dan ne day nti dam na nanu mi hyɛ na mpanyimfo rehira nhyɛ na ebogu nsem ewia fasra wanyim fasra wo ho men hyira no ɔmbɔ wan no kye wa atena wo ho onko baby foforo bia So just sit comfortably and relax and close your eyes, okay? Now, as you close your eyes, take deep breath. Jahum gomu. Take deep breath. Breathe out. Take deep breath. Breathe out. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Now, I want all your attention. Mwadwini na njina mframa na original. Ahom na original. Mwadwini na njina dama ahom no do. So take a deep breath in. Let your attention be on your breath. Breathe out. Just follow your breath as it goes in and out of you. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Now, I'm asking you a simple question. And as I ask the question, see the answer. Don't think the answer, okay? Man, answer no. Who answer no man, no. See the answer. Where do you want to be in the next year? A year by this time, August 2023, where do you want to see yourself? What do you want to find yourself doing? Is it your marriage? Is it your business? It is your invention. Is it your invention? Is it your industry, your company, your establishment, your family, your children? Whatever you want to see happening in your life, I need you to see it. As you've closed your eyes, I need you to imagine it, okay? Imagine it. Whatever you want to see yourself. I'll count certain number, but while I'm counting, don't even think about my voice. Silence everything. Just imagine where you want to see yourself in the next 12 months. Okay? It's free of charge. It's your own imagination. Do you see yourself build a house? Do you see yourself start a job? Do you see yourself start a business? Do you see yourself start a family? Do you see yourself leave the situation you are in now? Where do you see yourself in the next 12 years? In the next 12 months, sorry. Imagine it. Picture it. Use your mind. It's your tool. Use it to picture it. See it. See yourself in it. If you are picturing you with your children, hunde ekita womo from man what's now when waje. It's one side start to wejuma hunde wejuma na ashase ma orokodo. Je hunde enye ejuma papa bi a wara wa komeze ekira hunde etina ejuma num etina wegom and serve. So doctor, nurse, bibia pere ye bia o certificate erechen bibia hunde azina erechen we be kito. See it. See it. Imagine it. There's nothing wrong with it. Imagine it. And then wow, make sure you see it. See it. See it. Imagine it. See it. Make sure you see it. Now that you've seen it, stay there. Stay there. Stay in it. Enjoy it. If you're enjoying it without anybody forcing you, you'll see a big smile on your face. Enjoy it. Whatever you saw, enjoy it. See you living it. See a big smile on your face. Now I'll count to 7. 7, you can open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now you can open your eyes. Whatever you saw, write it down exactly. Don't mix words. Men fam fra. Whatever you saw, write it down. Sure, on answer to paper do. Okay, write it on a paper. Whatever you saw. Mpocho. Do it for me. Me hu ibia no trauma. Okay? Now for now fake. 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 Oh, F1. Embry. On your bono. What that's right. Please make sure you write it down. Make sure the actual, okay? Now, Fe. Embry on your bono. Yes, right. Yes, right. Yes, right. Yes, right. Yes, right. Pempendre busi ebodri o. Amansan. Amansan. Now Fe. Amansan. Now Fe. Yes, sir. Now Fe. Yes, sir. Now Fe. Yes, sir. F4 Embry Yenuanum Etwen we hia Obi bia resere we Embry Ta wuja ne ndere Mo wuja ne ndere Embry Under non Kenya Obi bia na da so Mo obi bia atro on Kenya Mo obi bia atro bia on Kenya Number no ban. F1. Yes, sir, you brio. F1, 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 yes, sir, you brio. So, I had to make sure I ask her permission before I go ahead. And I can mess up 10 times, so. So, or you 2 more, may January, then it means the air can wait here. No, bear. I did it a lot of times. Uncle Sound. Nana? Yes, sir. What are you? Embry obi bia na asem o Embry obi bia na asem shawonsa moja ne ndere nana moja ne nda anu wo hwefi amna amen anu wo hwefi be bia moja ne nda na fefo mondere na fefo Mondere na fefo Mondere na fe efo da nchemini Moja nenda Moja nenda. Esre. Moja nenda. Efwa. Mondere. Efwa. Mondere. Efwa. Monde. Moja nenda. Now, what I want you to do, read what you wrote down. Mwang sa no kankan. What you wrote down, read it. Read it all 7 times. Kankan 7 times. As the fire burns. Read it 7 times. As the fire burns. I won't say a word. The entire 7th time, I won't say a word. We just ask her to continue to burn. She's a fire queen. So we ask her to continue to burn. As all the dereno, or better about as to then who jena men it will never burn you, no matter how close they come around you. Or what bon ban, metro good paper no do na so or bobo hoban. As Sarah, make sure you keep that paper. Okay? First a baby a debi ebo. Adisha baby a baby debi ebo. Every morning read it. Every evening read it. For the next year. Exactly what you wrote down. Because yadesha nansa. Me aka ni na yadesha janansa. Me janansa that number what da so no ban. Let the fire burn. Let it protect you. Let it protect your house. Let it protect your dreams. Within 12 months. Okay? Within 12 months. The more she burns, the more ejumano. The more she burns, the more ejumano. Within 12 months. It doesn't matter where you are. Atron kutinza. Nejizum kutinza. Nebo to one or mon kutinza. Within 12 months. Within 12 months. Oye ejumo. Oye nejuma. Now fe. Mo jano. Ya tu jano. Mejano nko. Nana. Mejano nko. Mo jano nko. Under be mo worship bia. Ujana nda nana. Under unko. Moja nenda. Under unko. Be mewo bia. Let it burn. I'm counting 7 in my head. Make sure you are wrapping it up. After 7, you better catch in there. Yeah, then I say. No, I'm a generate 200 month. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter where you are. Nana, yes, ro. Mejanunko. Nana, yes, re. Mejanunko. Nana, yes, re. Mejanunko. Nana, yes, re. Mejanunko. Be mo worship bia. Canada money more. US money more. UK money more. Germany money more. Be mo worship bia mejanenda. Ombo won ho ba no. Ombo won adaso ho ban. Adaso bi okita won bia nana. Ombo ho ban. Ombo bibia no 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 ho ban. Yesre. Anfe. Yesro. Now face for then chamini eja hima. Yesre. Nana. 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 Yesre. Moja nenda. Obi Oba called Prince. He's 9 years old. Online.
Hey.
Prince, 9 years old. Prince, 9 years old.
Get in touch.
But Prince no home by why? But Prince no by 9 years old. 9 years old. Ama obirisha enua ban. Wara wunio wunya besia. Enua. Bosu men say azo. Bosu men say yimpa. Yimpa na say aze. Yimpa na say aze. Yimpa na say aze. There's a Michael Asiedu. There's one letter there in him for the promotion to be accepted. Michael Asiedu. Wherever you are. The promotion by Mami Grace. Na catch there. Mami Grace me da wase.
Aye ma na sonte. Adwuma na so ye ayeyi.
Ma krasi edu.
We kan sempia o we dey time no calls no enti my phone numbers ni wo location ni ade no
phone number is 0244 016568 or +233 244 016568. Mekra on all platforms. And if our Ghana September 25th to October 1st, there's a 2 from all the way Benin to Azim. There's one neighbor like this is my pet project. This is my personal project because I want to help 100 people succeed in 2023. So I'm bringing all the gurus, all the powerful spiritual people together in one place. I don't know what Nantu Sudo, I don't know what Frensu, I don't know what Jinsu, Bebre, whatever. Just to bless you. So call the numbers, make sure you register. Mami Grace Obebucha, so we are doing this. Make sure you register. Whatever it is, don't be afraid of money. Miss Mara, Mobwa, Metia. So let's do this. And within 2023, 100 testimonies. You come on her platform, here to come and testify. Yeah. There's somebody who has been looking for a child for 12 years. 12 years. Before August 2023, she'll come on your set and come and testify.
Amen.
She'll be looking for a child for 12 years.
Amen. Amen. So, program no, and on myself, I will be there. Personally, I will be at the program. Location no.
Aguna kwenyako.
So, yebekwa kucha inti no. Edru ho no ma yebe prompt na wehu how the whole thing is going to go. Inti enda no so no dia itimi unfortunately no ye intimi amfa phone calls. Minim se ka se yemfa ba ko pe but your time no ko ya ye 2 hours 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. And so me gidi said ya ye wa ha bia no aye adwuma mo ahoto ene ye hwehwe nti na we di ekire na waye na aye yie ama wo ankasa ye nim nia enye na krono so so nye ene kom so so eya enti no se nyame bi wo ho hwe ye nyina wa wonye aduane di na anya ba bi da ne humobro eso yo Osofo ye da si bebrebe se waba na wabe hira yen obebọ mpa yen so ama yen kofo nti sticks no mo a me bo mu din ni nyina mo betimi amo wo US ni ade mo send mo address ni bra me WhatsApp number no so 0244860092 mo so amo text me say you also want to be on the show no betimi a text me e wo 0244860092 we ya WhatsApp ne ma me no be communicate if you are you qualify, you will be on the platform. Like I said, now we are trying to separate the wheat from the chaff. You know, especially the live one is very particular for me. Thank you so much for watching us 4.5 hours, 5 hours. You've been with us. We appreciate you. We are grateful. Osofo, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. So same time tomorrow, Ochina Revelations no me person obi a hwe me say de me call hospital nti me person obi a hwe na anopa 6 o'clock time with Mami Grace. I'm teaching the Gospel of Thomas and the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Same time next week. Shalom. Peace.